Morning, morning.
Morning.
Looks all very pretty there.
Oh. Yeah, thanks for joining.
My vissies is nog lewendig.
Yippee! I'm so happy for you. Ek is so bly om dit te hoor. Goeie nuus.
Ja, ek hang oor die pond elke oggend.
Oh, wow. Shame. Yeah, that's horrible when they don't survive, eh? Yo. Anyway, all right, so let us start. Thank you for everybody that's joined, and hopefully more will get to watch it later because it is an odd time to actually come and watch a video. All right, so we're going to draw food. So both Saddam and I like to draw food. The key is actually to draw fast enough so that your food will still be warm when you eat it. So it's actually a good practice. All right, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to illustrate a recipe. I like to do recipes and also to draw food, obviously. And I thought I will do a beetroot and cucumber salad. This was something that I drew when I was on the airport. It's my wimpy burger. It's a nice way just to capture the moment. All right. So I've got some elements in here. I've got beetroot and I've got lemons and I've got mint and I've got cucumber. So I've got a lot of things to draw. And I planned out my writing as well. So the recipe, the ingredients will be on this side. And the method or the presentation will be on this side. So I've got this space here to draw, and I've got this draw, and yeah, this whole space over here to draw. And as the beetroot is the most important one, I will do that a little bit bigger. So, and I'm going to draw it from my computer, or the colors from the computer rather, because today my magenta, my printer didn't want to work. All right. So I'm just plotting out my thing with a bit of pencil. And I don't mind leaving the pencil marks at all. And for today, I'm going to focus on watercolor with fountain pen, permanent pens. This is just for the leaves and things that are going to go there. So I plot it out very quickly, right? Like that. And I'm going to use a few different methods. That's the other thing I'm going to try and see how interesting I can make it. Okay, then let's start with that one. Then I'll go to the next one. And I'm using my travel brushes. I've got a nice set of travel brushes here. And also these ones that I got as a present. Very, very nice brushes because they actually can close on the brush itself to preserve it like that so it won't get damaged. So that also works very well. Okay, the paint I'm going to use is Iris watercolor paints, and I put it out in a porcelain little holder here. And I'm just going to make a nice mix of different purples and grays to use. And then this is a very bright. The beetroot has got very nice bright colors in the stems. They're actually quite nice to draw. And I think for these ones, I'm going to sort of wet the paper first a little bit. And I'm going to take the back of my brush and then just pop in some color. And with the end of my brush, I just draw some extra lines. Quite dark up here. And in between there is quite dark. And this one I'm going to make a little bit more to the red side. So you can see this is wet into wet. And I can also use the brush while it's still wet to pull out the water to make nice transitions there. Okay, I'm going to put a bit of the warmer color on this side. It just makes it more interesting. Okay, and I'm also not going for botanical perfect. I do like to mix my own greens, but since we have that nice bright green, I'm just going to work with that and try and use the brush to make nice markings. Okay, there's going to be some lettering over there, but I can write on top of that. So I'm just going to blur that a bit and even blot it a little bit so that it's nice and light. Yeah, that looks nice. Oh my God. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to see if I can change a bit of the brushes. And I like to twist my brush a little bit because the leaves are uneven. I really like that. Is there any space? I can put it. Yes, that's perfect. Thank you. Oh, you mean like this?
Is okay.
Yeah. I think that's going to work very well, even for me. Yeah, that would be very nice. Then I don't have to turn my head all the time. Okay, so now you can see a little bit. Just going to enlarge it a bit. And you'll see I'll often use this method of drawing into the watercolor like that. I do like that. And you'll see the pencil actually shows through. It really doesn't bother me. I like that actually. And I'm just going to drip in some color there. And at this stage, I can decide to put some color crayon in there as well. Here. Here's my crayons I've got. Yes, I've got mine. And I've got some new red ones here that I want to try out. Just for those veins. Oh my gosh, this is very nice. I do like that. Just to bring out some of the veins. Because in the end, when I make this recipe book, I want to scan it in so I can distribute it to all the kids, all my children. And I also don't want to put the recipes in order and plan too much. I want to do the recipes I feel like at the moment, and then when I scan it in, I can organize it. So for me, it works just a lot better. Okay, like that. Not do too much. I think that's already enough for that. Yeah, I really like that. And you like a bit of spattering because it just frees you up a little bit. So I wet my paint a little bit and then just spatter on top. Okay, so that's the beetroot done. Okay, so now it's difficult for me to actually work with my fountain pens on top of that because I already like it like that. So I'm going to leave that one like that. All right, so the lemon and the cucumber are two very big ingredients as well. Let me do the lemons first. I'll do the cucumbers in this corner, and I think I'll do the lemons over here. Or the lemons over here and the cucumbers over there. Yes, let's do that. I always change my idea shortly before I start. And it is nice to actually work from life. There's something about the immediacy of doing the things from life that's just so nice. Okay, I like the green leaves over here. I'm going to sort of put them over here, and I'm going to repeat what I've done there by actually doing it very lightly. Now, I must say, these are the blossoms of the lemons, and I found it very difficult to pick them because I thought, oh, those can each be a lemon.
Exactly.
I thought, I can't take them off. But they're so beautiful and they connect with the color. They actually connect with the beetroot. So I thought I'll just put them in as well. All right, so I'll just put the lemon over here. Let me just see. Maybe there. And then, oh, let me do this one separately and let it go out of the page. Because when you're drawing food and things like that, and you're in a restaurant or wherever you are, you want to draw fast, so there's not a lot of planning that goes in there. Okay, I'm using a pencil, a very special pencil. It's called a black wing pencil. And yeah, it works very nicely. It's very soft and a nice drawing pencil. But if you want to erase some of it, so say for instance, it's a little bit too dark for you and it's going to influence, say, the yellows that you are going to work with, then I normally use a putty eraser like this. And I just roll over it. So it just makes it lighter, so your outlines will still be there. So the planning is still there, if that makes sense. Right? I think that's enough. So again, I think just want to do very light greens over there. So you can see I've just touched it up with water. Let me try one of my nice paddle brushes. If you add too much water and it makes a little bead over there, I normally dab it up with a paper towel. Okay. Okay, you can see I accidentally messed there. And I'm fine with it. That's something that you will hear often, and I'm fine with it. I don't know why, but it works for me. Okay, the top part is green. So I'm just going to merge those edges there of the lemon and the leaves. This is nice and dark. And it's got a little pointy there. Oh, what is nice, it's got a nice shadow. So the shadow is a gray. I'm just going to mix the purple with the blue and a bit of the green. It's a non-color. So I'm just going to put that there. And not too much color. I really like it. I'm going to do the lemon. The weird thing about the lemon is actually just the outside of the lemon that is very nice and bright. And it's got like a uneven. I'm not sure that's maybe too far. I'll see. And that one there. like that. And I'm just going to mix some of the purple into the yellow. Because the inside of the lemon is not so bright. Okay. Same here. And I'm just going to drop in some more color. Yeah. The other thing is to really try and relax and enjoy it while you're doing it. So we tend to stress out a bit too much the details and getting the things right. I like that. Okay. I was planning on doing a lot of pen work, but now it doesn't look like it. I'm just taking, this is a ochre, a light ochre, and I'm just going to draw some more. Yes, it's a little bit off. Like that? Yeah. Is that better? Yes. Okay. Is it showing up better now? Because it's at the bottom of the page, eh? Right. So there I made a mistake, apparently, but I'm going to leave it like that. Okay. And I'm going to see, this is also a new pen, olive green dark. Just want to see if I'm using this with the available watercolor that there is.
Is there a water soluble?
Yes, all of these are water soluble. So you'll see there's a little brush there, okay, which says it's an aquarelle. And it will dissolve with you. Yeah, it's water. Yeah, it will dissolve. Some have a lot of pigment and will really be like an actual watercolor, but like this one only dissolves a little bit. I'm just going to correct that one. And I'm going to link those two with a shadow. Okay. I mean, if I look at this critically, I would say this one is not as successful as that one, for instance. But in the whole, I think it actually works. This is too neat. I'm just gonna rough it up a bit. What is this one? A raw sienna. Yeah, I just want that. This is like a dull color here. I want to put in. This can go a lot darker here. All right, I think I'll leave it like that. Might work on it a little bit more. Okay, so now the cucumber. So these are the three most important elements of this recipe. Okay. I'll post the recipe afterwards as well, because I think you'll be surprised how nice this recipe is. Because you actually use raw beetroot. Okay, so this time I think I'll use the pencil first. Let me see, this is a leaf green. Let's see. Just want to put some of the colors that I've used here. I like to put like a color palette of the things that I've used. Like these ones. Yeah, that is a nice one. And this one. Yeah, this one is more the green I was looking for. Okay. So now I'll just have to tip it again because I work at a slight angle. So I've got a book underneath there. And I just work at a slight angle. Let me just get that one out there. To work with. And I'll probably just let it go out off the page. Right. I'll take this one away because now it's distracting me. But I do very light drawing, so even if the drawing is not correct, I can still change it. Okay. Not by erasing it, just doing stronger lines elsewhere. Okay, so that's how you do it. This is a stronger line. It could be a little bit more. Things like that. Things like that. And if you can't guess what it is, the easiest way is just to label it. And you write down cucumber. I want to change that line, so I just do it like that, like that. And it's got a bit of a edge there. And it's got a bit of an edge there. All right. So then I go back with my brush. And the other thing is I'm not so bothered about having the exact right color. Okay. And do the dark on the outside. Oh, maybe too dark. But remember, watercolor dries about 20% lighter. Right. I'm happy with that. It's got like a slight yellowish inside, but very light. Oops. Oops. See that texture that it has there, that makes nice. Ah, there it is. Nice and light. The yellow is quite strong. Actually, if I just bleed it into that, it's going to actually look nice. Okay. I'm just going to bleed it into there a little bit. And I can darken that a bit. All right, I think that's fine. And if in doubt, spatter. All right, so that's more or less the idea. And I'm just going to continue with my, see what happens when I do this. And add some more to do that. Add some more to do that. Okay. And I'm also going to use the, I'm going to use this side. The other colors that I've done. Like, and the yellow. And the green. So I've got my color swatches there. How are we doing for time? 6 more minutes, okay.
You can do overtime. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
You can even write down your recipe and complete everything.
I will write down my recipe while you're busy drawing. We always have the thing, who's going to start first? Because then the other one can sit and laugh on the other side and say, it's your turn. Yippee, yippee.
Oh no, your cucumber's hand is gone.
What?
A little bit of. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Looks nice. Nice.
I actually love this idea of recipe book.
Hmm.
This is my second recipe in 2 years, so I have to live quite long. Okay, let's see. Let's put a bit of that color. That's actually a very nice color for this. Okay. I think I must stop while I'm ahead. What else is in there? Oh, mint. Mint is the other thing that is in there. And the only picture that I've got of the mint is this little one. Hmm. Hmm. I might actually just do that with the pencil.
Hmm.
So, you can always leave something just with pencil or with just pen. Doesn't all have to be perfect. I think I'm going to leave it like that. Yeah, I don't feel like putting pen in this. Really. I think it's colorful enough and there's enough space to write things in. Okay, so the tools I'm going to use, I've got a Lamy Joy and it's got a calligraphy nib. So let me show you on my page. Because I practiced beforehand. So like I've already put on fine pencil lines. Beetroot and cucumber. Mint and lemon. Might do that. Also got this other one that's also quite nice. Got a little bit, I think it's a wider nib. Yeah. I think I'm going to go with a normal writing like that. And I might just add the mint, lemon, like that. And then I'll write the rest, maybe with my permanent pen. Just see, because the thing is, if you write with a water-soluble thing and you use the recipe book, the original one, the, what do you call it, the humidity of the kitchen will make that, it will it will influence the ink. Okay. You can obviously scan it in like it is here and then do your lettering on the computer. That you can also do. But I think I will love to write. Yeah, so I'll do that when this is now dry. And I think I'm done. So it's over to Sadal.
Can you maybe before, or you can do it after, I guess, when you
I'll do photographs of that.
photograph of that.
And then must I just put it in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay, I'll do that.
What you mean by that picture or this picture?
Okay,
I'll do all of them.
I'll do them. I'll do them. Yeah.
Well, Sonia will.
I'll actually put this one on the chat when I'm done.
And also the Sonia's picks. But are you?
It's fine, I'll just put them all. Yeah.
Put everything.
I'll just spam the thing. I forgot to tell them what this is. So I actually forgot to use it. So this is, when you change colors, it's actually very nice to use like a cellulose sponge that you get from Clicks. And it's nice to use that when you want to change colors and you've used your water into clean your brush with that. All right, and then you can go to another color. Okay.
Oh, is it a cookie? I thought that was a cookie.
No, my sister
thought it was a cookie.
My
My
sister is
visiting at the moment.
So,
I
yeah.
like that cookies.
There's lots of cookies in this house, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So quite correct things in there. Okay, thank you, everyone. Over to Saddam. Good.
Yeah.
Saddam, what are you going to draw today?
Oh, hello. I'm still trying to. Okay.
She's awake.
That's beautiful, though.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see the recipe done. Maybe I'll be able to learn to cook finally.
This is a raw beetroot salad, so you don't even have to cook.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So I'm going to mute myself, and then you can go over.
Did anyone has question? Are we all good? I mean, question to Sonia.
Right. Same.
I'm so I don't.
Can
Can
you
you guys hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but you're sitting right across me, so
Can you
yes,
hear
I
me?
can hear you. Yeah,
Oh,
but you're sitting right
oh
across me,
yes,
so
yes,
yes, I
I
can hear
can
you.
hear. Sorry, it's in my
Oh,
ear.
yes, yes. I can hear. Sorry, it's in my ear.
Okay, so
Okay, so
sorry, excuse
sorry,
me, I'm
excuse
a
me.
bit
I'm a bit.
okay. I'm a bit
I'm a bit
different from
different from
Sonia
Sonia
because
because
I don't
I don't
cook.
cook.
I like
I like
eating
eating
though.
though.
So
So
my
my
whenever I
whenever
go
I go
out
out
to urban
to urban
sketching,
sketching,
you know,
no,
we
we
always
always
go grab
go grab
coffee.
coffee.
Yeah, it's
It's
echoing a bit.
echoing a bit.
So
So
Go out of this one.
okay.
okay.
Ah, ah. I think it should be fine now.
Yeah, perfect.
But now I can't hear myself. But is it my, can you guys hear me?
Exactly that.
Okay, well, I don't know, but let's just start. I'm so sure it's people can hear me somehow. Okay, great, great. So what I like to do is that I like to just go to cafe and just sit down and sketch the food as quick as possible because I don't have patience and I am hungry. So I can share what I've done so far. Like my sketches are very like I don't plan the layout a lot. I just draw it and then I fill up the spaces according to whatever the situation flow. So that is one of the coffee shop that I sketched at the espresso lab and toast and the sandwich. And I will most likely sketch some like a bakeries and those dessert type of food because I like the texture they gives. Like, you can just draw the scribble line and it make it looks like it has a texture. So I will most likely focusing on the bakeries and the texture that it can create. And in my case will be most likely this time I'll use watercolor. I haven't been using that for a long time. Good. But you can see down here is another sketch. We did it with, we went there to, where was it again? The place that we went, this place. I did write it down here, pepper trees, but I forgot the name of the
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. And then what I like to draw is definitely cakes and dessert. And I like to work on the crayons on the top of it afterwards to create that rough textures of the bakery. So that's what I will most likely do today. Oh, hopefully I survive. So let me just share this. Here, the reference images down here, and then I'll put this down here. Oh, I don't have reference image, I mean the actual donut, unfortunately, but I'll get it for myself. Yeah. But one thing for sure, when it's come to drawing the food, like bakeries and stuff, I do prefer to use like a brown tone as a base. Or like I don't like using black to create the outline because they are quite harsh when it's come to drawing of food. That's why I will pick up something like warm tone or brownish color, and I can actually draw on it, and I can plan it out with a crayon. This is more like let me just see. I don't know if you can see, but it's a little bit more brownish. And then so I'm gonna draw it lightly on my from the reference pictures. So
I'm just in the workshop.
pardon? Okay, I'll continue. If you have any question, feel free to ask. I'd just like to draw the shape of the food, I don't like drawing the too much detail. Just gives me an idea how I'm gonna blend it. Hello, Kitty! So cute. And that's the wrong reference picture. By a Moe Kitty. Doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to fill up the space. Wow, so cute.
With the right tone.
I love the attitude that cat has always. You can see I'm drawing it very lightly down here. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's very light. So I know the basic shapes of it. And please do excuse me, I didn't bring my fancy camera. So once I got the silhouette, the basic outline of my donut, then I'll just mix it up with this is a watercolor brush that I like to use. I bought it from Korea. Very cheap, but it's very portable. You can see down here, and then I just drop it down here. Because everything about me, when it comes to drawing food, it needs to be portable and easy to carry it around. And when I was once again making a very lighter brownish color, and then I'll just shade it according to it. And I like to leave some white space when it's come to food. And don't worry about the white space, because I'm just gonna draw the scribble line on the top of it. See, I'm applying it very lightly. And then, oh, I feel like donut now, Sonia.
I can't do
I'll get the darker area more darker. And if this bleed out, that's also cool, but that's fine by me. I just want to give some contrast. Where's the lightest and where's the darkest area? And then add shadows. But like, I don't know, same goes to you, Sonia, but I really like, I noticed that I use a lot of brown,
Yeah.
brownish
Yeah.
range.
To make it neutral with the brown.
Mm.
What is the easiest way to make it neutral, especially for the shadows.
But like, if you use the black outline, it always looks a bit too harsh
Yeah,
for the
it's
food.
way too-
It doesn't look that appetizing. That is the
No,
challenge, I
that's the
think.
other thing. Yeah, I'd rather go for a little bit brighter than you see with food.
Oh no, I'm making the color very muddy. Then that's fine. Then I'll not touch on that. That was a bit too
But the
purplish.
indicia it actually helps us to work faster and get more practice at it. So yeah, and not to overthink it.
Just need to indicate where the shadow is. And one thing nice about watercolor is that it's very light. So you can work on the top of the different medium. And I do things when it comes to making the food. I mean, sketching the food. Watercolor is my first goal to sketch the food.
Yeah, it's got a softness to it. That's really nice.
Because at the end, we want to make the food that looks more appetizing.
Yes, yes.
And then that's pretty much done for me with the base color. Very quick.
That looks very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice and soft.
And then I'll just build on whatever the tool that I have. I like using crayons a lot because you can use a lot of texture out of it.
Tell them a little bit about the crayons that you are using now.
It's a Neocolor.
Two. It's a
My
new color
goodness,
two. Is
I
it
am mixed with a lot of stuff. This is one, Neocolor one.
not water soluble?
That is not water soluble, and this one is water soluble crayon. But to me, crayon is not for like a water soluble purposes. It's more like creating interesting textures because I don't like flatness of the drawings. Yeah, so I normally like to use the crayons to create the textures and a little bit give more information to the people that what is this is about. I mean, yeah. Just realized this crayon doesn't stand out on a white.
Because it's white. Yeah.
I can make this a little bit more darker then.
Yeah. You need contrast for the white.
So what I like to do when it's come to bakery, then I'll just draw the scribble line. It can be either like this. I don't know if you can see it down on the screen.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do to create the texture. So let's just say when we look at this donut picture, you can see this white sparkle, whatever the Pringle, it's the powder. Since the white doesn't stand out on my crayon, I will just use the darker color and then I will just scribble out. So that's whatever the left out the white space or the color space behind will be stand out. Yeah. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. I guess I'll just have to draw more then. I do admit I haven't been drawing a lot. Life hit me hard lately. That's why it's such a lovely opportunity for me to sketch with Sonia.
Yeah, it is nice.
And I like drawing when it's like a little bit unfinished, I guess, when it's come to food pictures.
Yeah. That's the immediate,
Yeah.
immediate thing.
So it's not my personality to, anyway, make it perfect.
Yeah, we come up with the idea imperfect is perfect.
A little bit more contrast. One more scribble line, like those little thing. It really does help a lot to just suggest what kind of food the textures has. And also gives a little bit of sense of depth. So let's just say if this section is darker, then I can just apply the different colors and then shading it. It's the patterns or whatever we call it, texture, yeah. If I have a white gel pen that I can use and see if it works. But I'm quite happy with how it turns out so far. If I want to add a little bit more blue down there, I'll add more blue.
Got some pasta paints.
That's true. That's one thing that I love using it, and somehow I didn't bring it. Doesn't always plan, eh?
Play along, so you'll have to check if it works.
Yeah.
This one is weak.
Is it?
Weak. You can
Is
check
it?
that.
It would be nice to. What I like to do. Is it better?
You have to get it going.
Get it going though. This is luck of my plan. you want, you can put it, but I wouldn't overdo it. What now I'm thinking about it, I could have brought my gouache and then just splashed on it. I'm so sorry, Sonia. You rich person. Mhm.
Out of the tube as well.
Yeah, thank you.
This actually works well.
Mm.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. You need a clean brush.
Doing it now. Yeah, just add a little bit of white down there. I will add a little bit more contrast in here. Hope everyone's Friday is somehow good. And we have Urban Sketch Meetup on tomorrow. Anyone want to pop in? Please do pop in.
We are you meeting?
We're meeting at that movie prop spot. Oh my God. Eleanor, do you know the name of the place?
That's only me. She's not on the call anymore.
Oh, I don't know the name of the place, but I'll share it on the group chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in Salt River, and they have orders, movie and movie related props. Sounds very nice. A little bit more reddish brown. Yeah, but to me, Urban Sketch is such a joy.
Okay. And
Yeah,
then they
it's
teaches you to draw fast as
lovely
well.
people. Just to be able to connect with the community.
Any group that you belong to.
Yeah,
you
that's
can
true.
go.
So it is quite fun to be with you, Sonia, and everyone from here.
There's
Yeah.
safety in numbers.
Mm. And I'm actually done for this donut now.
But it's looking good.
Yeah, I'm very happy. But trying to explore different texture is probably my phone, but I'm not gonna answer it because there's so many spam people.
Yeah. The phone is that.
So, yeah. That's probably my dad. He's away. But I'm very happy. Where is my... You can see that I need to fix my camera, but
Yeah, but your donut is looking very good.
thank you.
I feel
And
like eating it.
later, just give me a sec. Now I touch my phone. Now my phone is struggling. It's down here.
Can I help you?
No, it's okay. I'll take a picture afterwards. I do.
You can actually see. Just
I'll do one more before time runs out. I can do quick. Just that I haven't made one. Okay, let's try. This time I'll try with the
move up your page a bit.
page. Let's
See?
now. Okay. I'm gonna try with this watercolor pen. So it's actually water soluble and it's produced by Faber-Castell. It's actually really fun watercolor marker. I also like to draw this a lot on the food. So once again, I'll just build up the simple silhouette. This should be a little bit more visible this time. My working process is always working with the silhouette.
So that's also the same as the biggest shape actually.
Biggest shape, yeah. And then, now when I observe the picture, you can see this ice cream has a smooth textures. And then at the bottom, this apple crumble. I really love apple crumble. They have a lot of random textures there. So I'm going to do exact same thing, the scribble line. I will do exactly same for the apple crumbles.
Can you just check your audio if it's on? Because she thinks that she can't hear you.
I can hear myself though.
Turn off volume. Okay, let me just
Mm-hmm. Is the sound working? Looks like it, yeah. So what I will do, what I like about the watercolor marker is that it's actually water soluble. So if you really don't like the line, you can actually smudge it out a little bit, but it doesn't work that well, just so you know. But it does soften up the more you apply on it. But what I will do now, I'm gonna change it to crayons again. And this is once again Caran d'Ache water soluble crayon. Then I'll build up the images inside there. Once again, I'm just dividing in the section because every dessert has a top part, side part, and then, you know, the crisp part. Am I saying it right? So that's what I will do. And then where is my watercolor again? Once I divide the sections, then I'll just add the different shades. Thank you. Very kind of you, Sonia. Too kind. Too kind to be Sonia. Lot of shades of brown. And I'm not going to fill all the section. I'm just going to suggest where the area is.
Yeah.
And then darker place, I'll add more brownish. So when it's come to practicing food, I will learn to mix different shade of brown. Some shade and some darker area. And you don't have to make it perfect. You can see, I don't know if my video is working. Is it not working? Is it working? It is working. It's working now.
Looks like.
Okay, great. So I'll just scribble to suggest there's a different shape of apple crumbs existing. I just need to make the some sort of line marks that suggest there's something is there. Something different is mixed up there. So we don't have to make it perfect. You can see I just want to give the ice cream a little bit more shade. It looks very lightly bluish. Okay, but very light. Just giving the suggestion there's some sort of shade there. But you can, I don't think you'll be able to see on here, but it's very light here. Lightish gray.
Yeah, no, you can see the light gray.
Is it?
Yeah.
So when I'm done, then now I'm just going to use the crayons once again to suggest the textures. Like random place. I don't need to be perfect.
For some reason,
It's a screen freezing.
freezing.
It's also probably my phone.
What's wrong with it? I mean, it's a new phone.
No, it's not exactly advanced phone, Sonia. My old phone died, so I'm just using those cheap default Vodacom gave me. But I'll sort that out the camera next time. So I will just use the scribble lines to indicate where the darker area is and where the lighter area is. Because this apple crumb is like a lot of mush stuff. I don't know what the English word. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of soft and a lot of random doughies, random shapes. So I'll just change the colors and then scribble the line because we just want to suggest something is there. I can also add some cinnamon powder down there. You can see I like using a lot of random scribble line when it's come to just drawing the food. Is it showing in here? Because on my screen, there's nothing showing. It's probably like that's something I can't do. Sorry, excuse me. It's a pity. But I'll share the pictures. And at the bottom part here, there's a lot of layers they're showing up there. If you observe it well, there's a stack of apples in showing down there. So you just suggest a straight line, repeating all across. Now give a little bit more definite shapes around the ice cream so people can see better. And leave some white space. I think it's very important for the when it's come to drawing the desserts and stuff. White space is really important. And you can see because ice cream is very smooth, so I will not add a lot of the scribble line there. But when it's come to apple crumbs, I will add a lot of scribble line to just suggest the texture of the food. I do want to maybe shade that bottom part a little bit more.
Yeah, that's looking good.
Drawing food is always fun.
Got about 2 minutes left.
Lovely. Well, I am done. Do apologize on the quality of the video. If I want to add a little bit more details, I can also add some folk. Okay, knife. I also struggle with that word, pork.
F-O-R-K.
Yeah, but could sound like something else. And then we just end it like this. Because our main hero is cake. I mean, apple crumb. No, you're done now, Sonia, with your recipe. Lovely.
Yes, but yeah, I had an accident there, so I need to paint over some of the words, but that's fine.
When do you serve?
After the meeting.
With ice cream?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much done on my side, Sonia.
Right.
I'll add some bit of shade.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm happy.
also, I'm almost hungry. So much for joy. Really appreciate that. And we'll hope to see you in a month's time again. We'll post the things that we've made. I'll first just check the video that everything went well because there were some issues with the bandwidth apparently. So we'll just check. But thank you everybody for joining.
Yeah.
I'll stop the recording.
Okay, let
And
me do that
then
now.
Anybody that wants to ask questions, you're welcome to unmute and ask questions.
Where is the stop recording session again? There is it. Thank you.